Go.
Okay, hello, my name is Eric, and I'm your guys' account manager. Today we'll be going over Omniaware Pharmacy Training Program for skilled nursing facilities. And if there at any time you guys want me to slow down, just say, Eric, stop. I can't see you guys on the screen since I'm sharing my screen, so just anything, communication verbally would be great. So what we're starting out with is, all we want to do is achieve better outcomes for your residents. We have a nationwide footprint being owned by CVS. We have efficient operations with, our different pharmacies, robust clinical infrastructure. I know that Tess has a good relationship with Stanley, which will be your clinical pharmacist. And then innovative technology is, we have integrations with PCC and different other EMR systems. And we also have OmniView, which will be taught probably about a few weeks after you guys start with us. So the agenda during this time, we'll go over a couple different things. First, medication availability. So I'll be going over the ordering processes, the deliveries, and the pharmacy communication forms. Second is reducing risk, understanding the packaging and controlled substances. Third is regulatory compliance, which medication returns / refusal, because California is no return state. And then number 4, consulting services, and then 5, digital solutions. So first of all, you guys are going to be serviced out of Omnicare of Southern California. It's located in Canoga Park, and I'll just go over the key people there. So Michelle Perone is our pharmacy general manager. She is great in communication. Tess already has her cell phone, and if anybody needs to have her cell phone for the weekends and stuff, she's more than likely to give it out. Next is Ripsime or Ripsy. She is our front end manager, and so she deals with everything from the phone calls, the data entry, and all that type of information. And then next would be me, the account manager, which I kind of work on the monthly, kind of stopping in and seeing how things are going on the non-clinical side. So that would be, your medication deliveries, your med carts, and stuff like that. And then on here, we have the pharmacy phone number, which you'll see a lot through this training, which is 888-452-4808. And then the pharmacy fax number, which is 888-452-4809. Pharmacy hours of operation. So Omnicare Southern California and all of our Omnicare pharmacies here in California are open 24 hours a day, 365 days, and 365 days a year. Open 24 hours, and all phone lines are answered by someone from our staff in the pharmacy. So when you call in, it's not going to be somebody from New York or somewhere else that's answering it. They're going to be from Canoga Park. No matter what, we always will have a pharmacist and at least 2 techs in the pharmacy. Communication is key to ensure continuity of care, and we do not use after-hour service, as I just said. You just call the regular toll-free number and press 2 for customer service. What I will say is that when you do call in, it does say we're closed, but that is just a general recording. We are not closed. All you have to do is, like on this page, press number 2, and you'll be connected to someone. So medication availability, this is definitely the key thing that you guys want, because with medication, we need it at the facility as soon as possible so the residents can get their medication. Cutoff times and pharmacy departure times. As we know, new admissions, they take the longest amount of time. They require additional setup in Omnicare systems. And for emergencies, you may consider using eKit or the Omnicell for your first dose. New orders, they don't take as long, but they do take a little bit quicker than new admissions, and they require additional data entry into Omnicare systems. Refills. Reorder residents' current medication. It's the quickest order process. It can sometimes be automated and can be requested several days in advance of need. And then refills, you guys will definitely be doing through your EMR system. It's the quickest and most efficient way. Next is staff. So immediately needed medication. This is the highest priority and processed immediately. and delivered within hours of the receipt of a complete and valid order. The key thing is having that valid order. Cutoffs and pharmacy departure times. So Monday through Friday, and sorry, this actually needs to be fixed on here. So Monday through Friday, we have the cutoff times of 9 a.m., leaving the pharmacy at 11, 1 p.m., leaving the pharmacy at 3, 5 p.m., leaving the pharmacy at 7, and then 10 p.m., leaving the pharmacy at 1 a.m. After 10 p.m. is our quote-unquote after-hours process. So you just call and, let them know when the medication is needed. For the weekends and holidays, we have 3 delivery times. So it'll be 1 p.m., leaving the pharmacy at 3, 8 p.m., leaving the pharmacy at 10, and then anything after 8 would be considered after hours, which you would just fax it in and call the pharmacy and let them know when you need it by. So what I will say about these cutoff times that is key. So as you see, like Monday through Friday, the cutoff time is 9 a.m. If something is faxed in at 9:05 or entered through PCC at 9:05, it's going to be pushed to that 1 p.m. delivery. Now, all you have to do is, once that order is sent in, all you need to do is just contact us and let us know. I understand I faxed it in at 9:05. I know it's going to be pushed to the next delivery, but I need it to go out with the 11 a.m. delivery. That is all of our software. It's not us in general as a pharmacy. It's just the software pushes to the next delivery. So communication is key in getting the medication there on time because, as I said, if any of these cutoff times are passed, you definitely need to contact us to let us know when the medication is needed. Order process for stat and missed cutoff time. So eCare automated dispensing unit, check for first dose and e-kit prior to placing stat order. Next, process to follow for stat orders. Number 1, write stat on the order sheet. Number 2, transfer fax the order to the pharmacy. And number 3,
Eric?
Call the pharmacy and let them, yes.
Are you supposed to switch the slides because we're still stuck in the first page, first slide?
Yeah, it should be going on my screen that it's.
I think it froze again. We're still in the first slide.
Okay, how about now? Still?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it should be transferring on the side because my side is transferring. How about I do this? I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I will email you guys right now this slide because yeah, it should be go. I was as I was talking about it, every slide should be processed on there.
This Mrs. McCollum's husband coming in. He was so sweet. Mr. McCollum, with his blue big slow truck. I miss him coming in.
Okay, so I just sent it to both Michelle and Ted.
You don't have to see it?
Just not yet. But I'll sign it.
Okay.
I did not receive it yet, Eric.
I just sent it, so it's coming over.
So we have an hour till our in service.
They should have sent the slides first.
Anything came through yet?
I got the slides.
Okay.
I'm gonna print it out.
She's gonna print them out.
So you just can't.
I don't know, what's that? Is that him?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think it's downloading.
I don't know, like what he sent me.
I don't know about printing it out. I mean, it just, if you want to share it onto your screen that you guys have there, and we go over it that way.
Could you just put it on this little? I was listening.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
It's tiny.
Yeah, I know. You need your glasses.
Did you
Jess.
get it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the number is here. Loaded up.
I know, let me see where is it?
Oh,
No, there's a new number.
They chatted and sent it to you.
Yeah.
We'll have to put that in the copy machine too, the new numbers.
That's true. Send it to you, Kristen. There you go.
Okay.
Keep going down.
And I would go to slide 9 is what I'm on that I was talking about. Unless you guys want me to, do you want me to start from the beginning? Let me know.
No.
No.
Those are the hours.
Okay.
Just bring it up.
Alright. Page 9.
So yeah, yep, page 9. This is the one that we just went over. So I was on stats. So the middle of the page, press follow for stat orders. 1, writes down the order sheet. 2, transmit or fax the order to the pharmacy. And 3, call the pharmacy and let them know the time the resident needs the medication. From there, they'll evaluate if they need to send it stat or what the actual necessity is. And then process follow for missed cutoff times, as we talked about on the previous page. 1, transmit the order to the pharmacy. And 2, call the pharmacy and let them know the time the resident needs the medication before the next scheduled delivery. And wait 1 second. I'm gonna take that out so you guys don't see me talk all the time. Okay, so now we'll go to the next slide, slide 10. Do admission. So with admissions, you guys will be faxing the orders over to us, because that's what you currently do with your pharmacy, correct?
Right.
Okay. So yeah, you'll just be faxing the orders over to us. We'll be entering them into PCC and then they'll pop on your site. As far as I know, if that's how it's been going, it's called pharmacy initiated orders. And what we'll need on that is, the facility name, patient name, the patient room number. Patient room number is key. The physician name or the admitting MD, the date of birth, the social security number. Another key thing is allergies. We will not send out medication unless we have the allergies. We also need all diagnosis and insurance information. You guys have your own sheet that you can do it on. It doesn't always have to be an Omnicare one. That's your choice. But I will send them to test. Okay, now on slide 11. So that would be medication reordering, refills. So for your non-cycle residents, all medications should be ordered using one of the following methods. 1, your EMR system. That is the preferred way, that is the quickest way, and it's instantaneous. As you guys know, once you order through PCC, it'll go into the pharmacy. You guys don't have to worry about, calling the pharmacy and following them. Number 2 is OmniView. With you guys having PCC, OmniView, you would not refill through there. It would actually stop you from refilling through OmniView. 3, you could call it in through an automated phone system, kind of like how you do with Kaiser refills. And then 4 is fax. With all refills, like I said, definitely use your EMR system. It'll be the quickest and most efficient. And things to remember when ordering. Reorder medications when there are 3 to 5 days supply remaining, and reconcile the delivery medication with your reorder record. What I'll say is for your regular medication, we ask 3 days, and then for the controls, we ask 5 days. As a facility, you know, you can choose how many days you want to refill before, but as I said, with the pharmacy, we just ask 3 days for regular medication, 5 for controls. As you see below here, only place an order using one method. For example, if you order through PCC, don't follow the fax order. We don't want the system to glitch and not send out the order. Next, we'll go to page 12. And what this is the Omnicare purchase order. So for anything that you guys need that's non-resident specific and you're going to be billing to the facility, you'll be filling this out and sending it into the pharmacy. So that would usually be, you know, like vaccines and some things like that. We'll go to the next page now, page 13. Why didn't I get my meds? The pharmacy tends to clarify orders by communicating via fax, telephone, delivery receipt, and OmniView regarding inability to dispense any medication timely without required clarification or approval. The things we'll go over is order clarification, non-covered, back orders, and refill too soon. Now we go to the next page. Order clarification. So this is a fax that will come over, and the pharmacy will, they'll usually fax it, says caller fax, they'll usually fax the form over. If it's something, you know, extremely important needed right now, then we'll call. After order is clarified, update the medical records accordingly via telephone order, and then please provide the requested information and return to the pharmacy as soon as possible. And please respond back to the pharmacy on this form as pertinent resident information is on the barcode. If you see up in that left-hand corner, that barcode is related directly to your guys' facility. Now we'll go to page 15. Back orders. First is partial back orders. Pharmacy will send partial orders, and then the delivery manifest will indicate a partial order list text. Complete back orders. Pharmacy will make every attempt to secure the medication order. In the event the medication is not available, pharmacy will contact the nurse to notify the prescriber to obtain an alternative medication order. Compound medications may be delayed. Please request refills in advance. We are owned by CVS, so the complete back orders are going to be very rare unless it's some specialty medication, but you'll see it on the delivery slip when it comes if it's a back order. So now we're going to 16. Reasons for non-covered medications. 1 is not on the formulary plan. 2, excluded from Part D coverage. 3, on the formulary, but will only be covered if a utilization management requirement is satisfied, such as a prior auth or step therapy. Next, medication is prescribed contrary to a plan edit, such as quantity limit, length of therapy restriction, or refill too soon. Refill too soon will be the ones you guys will be getting the most often because we ask you to fill 3 to 5 days in advance. And with high dollar medications, they may need authorization from specific individuals authorized to approve payment and delivery. So usually that would be your DLN and your executive director that would okay that to come through. And then next, we go to page 17. Refill too soon notification. As I stated, this will be the ones that you guys will get the most. The medication cannot be refilled because resident has not used the current day supply, and the medication is ordered prior to third-party guidelines. The steps to ensure the medication therapy is not interrupted. 1, the triage department will fax this sheet, but it is too soon to refill a medication. The nurse will then fax a report back to the pharmacy indicating the remaining quantity and doses needed prior to refill. If there is enough to get through the next refill date, the pharmacy will automatically send. We'll just stay on the page for 1 second because with this, so we do ask everything, to be refilled 3 to 5 days early. So if you're refilling something today, and it says, refill too soon, will be out on the 31st. You look at your blister card, you have 2 pills there. That'll be fine. This doesn't need to be faxed to the pharmacy if you have enough pills to last you until when this stuff is going to go out. Now, if you look at your blister card and it's going to come out 31st and you only have 1 pill left, then definitely do fill this out and list the reason of the medication. As you can see on there, it might be a little bit too small to read, but in that box, there's a quantity needed up here on top, and then you say, the reason that it's needed: 1, change of order, or loss of medication. What I usually say with this is, if you do have the medication and it's enough to last until the date that it's going to be sent out, then just put this in the patient's file so then the next nurse knows that this was ordered and it will be coming out on the day that it says on the sheet. So 18 is deliveries. We'll go to 19. Deliveries for medication reorders. Please allow 72 hours for routine refills. That's why we ask for 3 days in advance. As always, if a refill is needed sooner, just call the pharmacy and speak to an Omnicare representative. For now, when we start and you guys get e-kits, never refuse an e-kit exchange. We always want to make sure you guys have enough pills in the e-kit and you guys don't run out. And refrigerated e-kits are delivered in the controlled medication bag. On the next page, page 20. Excuse me. Delivery. The process. 1. Medications are delivered in a sealed toted bag with a delivery receipt. Number 2, the nurse signs the proof of delivery device or manifest. Number 3, you verify the contents within 24 hours and notify the pharmacy of any discrepancies. I usually would say check them as soon as possible. Don't wait 24 hours, but that's the general consensus. Number 4, the nurse gives the driver reusable codes if you guys have any. And then number 5, the proof of delivery is available on OmniView to check for delivery confirmation. As I said, in a few weeks, you guys will be trained on OmniView and you'll be able to look up the proof of delivery and see who signed for a medication, what the medication is, and the time that it was delivered. Next page is page 21, and this is just showing our general delivery manifest. And at the top, the orders that are in the bag. And then on the bottom is request of still required action. So those could be back order medications or medications that have a prior auth. Next is page 22, communication forms. Pharmacy communication forms that we just went over notify you that the medication will not be sent until further action is taken. Please read and respond as soon as possible to assure timely delivery of medications. And please check your fax machines as often as possible. A time-sensitive request may be waiting there for you. I will say with the communication forms soon, anyone's listed on your guys' facility profile, so that would be, usually it's going to be Tess for right now, and Edgar and William, but we should add Michelle too on there. These actually are going to be emailed in the upcoming future, so then you won't have to always check the fax machine. Next thing we'll go over is page 23, and then we can skip to 24. We'll go over controlled substances. So controlled substance policy, dispensing. A pharmacist can only dispense a controlled substance for LTC residents. 1, upon receipt of a fax prescription with all the required elements signed by the prescriber. 2, upon receipt of a fax controlled medication telephone order. The pharmacist will contact the prescriber to obtain the necessary prescription. Once the prescription is received, order will be processed and delivered. So I also want to go over that we did send over an agent form to Tess, and if your medical director or other doctors okay you to be an agent of them, that means you can actually prescribe out regular medication and then control medications 3 through 5. So once we do get those agents for the doctors into the system and Michelle adds them, then you guys can actually, if the doctor okays it, you guys can be an agent of the doctor. Next page is page 25. Controlled substance complete orders are required. The order cannot be filled if any of the following information is lacking: full name and address of the resident, drug name, strength and dosage form, and directions for use, quantity prescribed, name, address, and DA number of the prescriber, and then it has to be date and signed by the prescriber. Next, we'll go to page 26. Controlled substance delivery, routine and staff delivery. Nurses are required to verify all controlled substances in the presence of the driver at the time of the delivery, and a controlled substance can only be returned if refused at time of delivery. Excuse me. E-kit and Omnicare withdrawal. Removal of controlled substance from an E-kit and Omnicare procedure. So before I go over this, with the Omnicell, you guys will actually be trained once it gets put in there. It does have to be approved by the Board of Pharmacy first, but I know Tess and myself have discussed where it's going to go. So until that all gets processed and goes to the Board of Pharmacy, you guys will have E-kit. So first, the nurse receives a controlled substance order from the prescriber. Faxes the complete prescription to the pharmacy. Alternative methods are: prescriber faxes the order to the pharmacy, prescriber uses SureScript to transmit the order electronically from the CPOE or e-prescribing. The prescriber calls pharmacist directly using emergency dispensing provision. Faxes the request to remove a controlled substance from contingency supply form. So in your guys' e-kit, you guys will have a form that you need to fill out that you'll send out with the order to be able to pull from the e-kit for the controlled medication. For the regular medications, you do not need to have approval, just the controlled. So next step, the pharmacy will notify the center via fax with an authorization number.
Hello? No. Eric? Do you have his number, Tess?
Oh, there you go, Eric. I'll just put you on speaker.
Okay, you couldn't hear me on your side?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We're just use the phone.
Okay. So, did you hear the removal of the e-kits or no?
Yes.
Okay, so then we'll go to page 29. First, like I was saying on here, sorry, before the sound went out. The time to get the approval will range from like 20 to 30 minutes. So if you guys need the approval before then, after you fax in the approval form, wait about 5 minutes and call the pharmacy and just let them know that you need the approval now, and they will give you the approval number. So now to page 29, controlled substance removal. This is the sheet that I was talking about. Authorization must be received from the pharmacy prior to removal of any controlled substance. If the request is time sensitive, as I had said, please call the pharmacy directly to authorize. And then a complete order must be obtained before any authorization will be given to remove a controlled substance. And then, as you see, the form to the right. So we'll go to page 30. Non-controlled substance withdrawal form. So I will just do this a very short way, and we don't read over all this. I know you guys are super busy for this page. So all you need to do is just, for non-controlled medication, is fill out the sheet to the right and fax it into the pharmacy and keep a copy for yourself. As I said, there's not really an approval needed, but this is to show that you guys have pulled something from the e-kit itself. Next, we'll go to page 31. And so what this is, once you guys get the Omnicell, and Tess, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this, is the Omnicell user access form. So whenever anybody needs to be added to the Omnicell profile, so any new nurse that would come in the facility or anyone that's not on the actual profile itself, you need to fax this into the pharmacy and they will add it into the Omnicell, so then that nurse will have access. Digital solutions is next, so we'll go to page 33. Discontinuation failure with EMR orders. Whether ordering medication electronically, by paper or fax, discontinue medication and associated orders, and ordering a new medication are two distinctly different steps in the medication order communication process. Both are equally important to minimize duplicate therapy, unnecessary drugs, unneeded ancillary orders, and adverse medication events leading to rehospitalization. Communication of all discontinued orders to all appropriate care team members is a crucial step in the care delivery. Please note that if an error is caused by an issue with the EMR system, you must contact the EMR vendor for resolution instead of contacting Omnicare. Now, page 34. EMR. So through PCC, the orders that still need to be faxed to the pharmacy is fax anything new or relating to a C2 medication. New orders for all narcotic and control medications, C2 through 5. Any requests for partially filled C2s, complex compounds, IV orders, and any miscellaneous forms previously agreed to with the pharmacy. So e-care replacements, the blank purchase order, and vaccinations. Next is page 35. IV process forms and pump return. With this, the facility requests infusion pumps with IV orders. The pharmacy will deliver infusion medications, patient-specific infusion pumps. The daily pump billing per contract begin. A clear plastic bag with attached to an IV pump. Inside the bag will be a biohazard colored bag for returning used pumps and a document the facility will complete as proof of return when therapy has been discontinued. Patient label or house stock label will be on the outside of the plastic bag. If a house stock pump is used, the facility must fax the house stock pump replacement form affixed to the house stock pump to the pharmacy when the pump is about to be put in use. The pharmacy will then send a replacement house stock pump. If the house stock pump is not available, the pharmacy will deliver a patient-specific pump. So, with that being said, with all orders for IVs, a pump will be coming out if you guys don't already have one for that resident. Pump return process. This is continued when IV therapy has been discontinued. The nurse should fill out the proof of return document contained in the clear plastic bag.
Eric,
Yes.
what pump do you guys use?
I will have to check with the pharmacy to see the exact pump name.
Oh,
But
okay.
I can send that to you.
Alright, thanks.
Just because I want to contact the pharmacy and
The nacho sale has begun in the front lobby, attention all staff. The nacho sale has
So
begun at
next,
the front
the nurse
lobby.
should place the dirty pump inside the biohazard bag and a thick return form on the outside of the biohazard bag. The pump should be placed in a designated area for pharmacy return, and the pharmacy will send the pickup ticket to the facility. When the courier arrives, the facility nurse and the courier should sign the proof of return document. The facility should retain this document for the record. I will say that no pump will be picked up, nothing in general will be picked up from the facility unless we have a form that is asking it to be picked up. So the pump return process, next, once therapy is completed, the pharmacy will send the pickup ticket to the facility's driver. The pharmacy will attempt to reach the community for pump return. If it's not returned, then it's escalated to the account manager, and the account manager will attempt to recover lost pumps through additional facility outreach. After 30 days, the facility will bill for the lost pump. Usually, if it goes past that 30 days and you guys do find it, all you have to do is return it, and you'll be credited back for the pump.
Attention all staff. The nacho sale has begun in the front lobby, attention all staff and visitors. Nacho sale has begun in the front lobby.
When returning the pump to the pharmacy, once therapy is DC'd, the nurse should fill in the nurse should fill in the facility employer information and sign the document. place a dirty pump inside the pink bubble wrap bag, and affix a return form to the outside of the bubble wrap bag. And they should place the pump in designated pharmacy returns, and then the courier will come, pick up the pump. They must also sign a document. The facility must then file the completed proof return form in the designated area. With that, and the ID information, that completes the training. As I said, Michelle does have a copy of this along with the test. And sorry, I'll come back on the screen. Do you guys have any questions from this?
Do you guys have questions?
My question would be, what in the event that like the freeway's closed or something, how are we gonna get our medicine? Do we?
So if the freeway's closed, because I know that did actually happen
Many
a
times.
little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And definitely with, I will say one of our facilities in Montecito
Okay.
is that we do have drivers from the driver will come pick it up from another pharmacy. So as long as there's a, CVS close, which I know there is.
Oh, many.
Yeah, the driver will find them, doesn't matter how they have to get there, they will find a way to get there. They will pick that medication up from CVS and bring it to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that's kind of like the emergency thing that we dealt with when it did happen a while back. Because I will say, at least going to the Montecito facility, the driver had to turn around. There was no way to actually get through the water. It was so deep that it was flooding through. So yeah, but no, what they'll transfer it to a local pharmacy, which would be a local CVS, and we'd have the driver pick it up from there.
So, are you gonna do our cycle the same day, like the 10th of the month? So we'll finish our cycle and then you guys will deliver for all our long-term cycle meds?
Yeah, so for your long-term care residents, we will have the cycle set up. What will happen is, first, we'll send out a cycle report, and the cycle report will have all the residents on there, their medication, and you guys will look at that, okay it, let us know if anything's wrong on there, and then fax it back to the pharmacy.
And how in advance do you send that prior to delivery?
So that is usually going to be sent probably about 10 days before.
Okay.
But you said
So like the first of the month then? So like you'll send the paper like the first of the month of our cycle?
Cycle start the 10th or the 15th?
The 10th.
Okay.
Like we switch out on the 10th.
So yeah, the first cycle will probably be a little bit different just because of, starting on the first. But Lily is our cycle tech, and she will be working with you guys to get all that settled for them. I'll actually contact her today and have her send an email and test, kind of letting you guys know, for one, when the cycle report will be sent in, and then two, when the cycle will actually be to the facility. Because what happens is, we'll get the cycle report back, we'll fill the cycle from there, and then the cycle will be sent to you guys usually 3 days to 4 days before the cycle starts. So you can check it in, make sure everything is great with it, and then start it on the day that needs to be started.
Okay.
Eric,
And I'll actually send Tess the cycle kind of like training information that says exactly everything you do.
Okay.
Eric, I got a question on page 14. Page 14, where's my medication?
Okay.
Are the nurses gonna be informed by Omnicare as to the reason why they did not receive the medication?
Yes, that will always come out on one of those fax back forms and sent to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So if the doctor needs to write a script, will you guys connect it? Are you guys going to connect directly to the doctor?
Yes. So if anything, say you guys send something in and it runs out of refills, we're going to contact the doctor for refills. Say you guys send something in for a new order and it doesn't have the quantity on there, we're going to be contacting the doctor and getting that information. We as a pharmacy work for you guys, So you guys should not be having to contact the doctor for anything, past that. I will say, the pharmacy, after we've exhibited all ways to try to get the prescription for a refill, if we can't get it, so say we've faxed the doctor 4 times, called the doctor 3 times, then we might be contacting you guys. But that should not occur that much at all. It should be very minimal. If that does happen and the pharmacy contact you guys, asking you guys about prescriptions and stuff like that, contact your, for one, contact Stanley, or contact me or the account manager that will be taking the region from you.
Got it. Thank you.
But yeah, no, we like I said, we work for you guys. We're your pharmacy, so we're the ones that are going to be contacting the doctors for scripts, for refills, and stuff like that.
Next question, Eric. For those new admission, pharmacy usually send a recommendation, like the drug regimen recommendation for the new admit?
Yep, drug regimen review, yep.
Do you guys send it via email or it comes in an envelope when you guys deliver the medication?
I'm pretty sure it's by email, but I will get that confirmed. Because that's done by the pharmacist. So I will have that checked and let you know.
Okay, thank you.
I'm almost positive it's through email though.
Any other question, ladies? Check that
No,
Nothing? Okay, Eric, I guess we're good. Thank you.
Okay, I know you guys are busy. Sorry there was mix-ups with everything and the sound didn't come through. And the PowerPoint didn't come through. It's the first time, not the first time it's happened, but first time in a long time it's happened. So I'm very sorry about that. I know you guys are busy, so thank you very much for sitting through this with me. Tess or any of the team, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me by email or call.
Thank you,
You guys
Eric.
have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You